All right, college football fans. So we know the future of the rivalry had been a bit up in the air since Oregon joined the Big Ten, but the Ducks-Beavers rivalry officially back on the schedule. Oregon and Oregon State agreeing to 4 future games between 2028 and 2032. Now, as somebody who grew up in Ohio, I wanted to learn more about one of the longest standing rivalries in all of college football. The two teams have met 129 times. In fact, only 3 matchups featuring 2 Power 5 teams have played more games over the history of college football than Oregon State. And I definitely learned some interesting facts about the rivalry. Did you know the most points scored in a game by either of these two teams? 69 points when the Ducks beat the Beavers 69-10 back in 2017. That was also the highest margin of victory in the rivalry. The second highest, 44 points when Oregon beat Oregon State 44-0 back in 1987. Now, the longest winning streak in the history of the rivalry has actually been accomplished by both schools. Oregon State won 8 straight games from 1964 to 1971. Meanwhile, Oregon won 8 in a row on 2 separate occasions, from 1975 to 1982, and again from 2008 to 2015. Now, this was the fact that really caught my eye. Both teams have been ranked in the matchup only 6 times in its history, and all 6 times have been in the 21st century. That was back on November 18th of 2000, the first time 4th-ranked Oregon State beat 5th-ranked Oregon 23-13. Now, 1927, that was technically the first time Oregon and Oregon State played. If you didn't know, prior to 1927, Oregon State actually went by Oregon Agricultural. So, now, the first matchup in 2028, that will be back in Corvallis at Research Stadium, then in Eugene back in 2029. The two in-state rivals, they won't play in 2030, but then it will be back at Autzen Stadium in 2031 and back in Corvallis in 2032. Now, the rivalry has gone by a few different names over the years, from the Oregon Classic to the state championship to most recently the Civil War. So as we enter this new era, does the newest iteration of the game need a new name?